Africans. Tunachukua nafasi kuwaeleza Watanzania wote kwamba hiyo ni mwendelezo wa siku ya wiki ya wananchi, na tupo katika viwanja vya Gymkhana kwa sababu tunahitaji kuwaelezeni kwamba tuna safari ndefu kama Yanga as a club kuona kwamba soka letu linahama au linaanzia kutoka chini kwenda juu. Ndio maana tuko hapa, na kwa kufanya hilo tusifanye na mtu yoyote nani other than the kocha mkuu wa Afrika.
Thank you.
So, you are most welcome, brother.
Asante.
We believe that it's not only Tanzania. Everybody in the world will love to be with you, closer than we made Yanga. So you are here for us, you know that is the son of Africa is with us.
Thank you.
And that's why we are called young Africans. We give you all the respect to be with us here.
Asante sana.
For the wiki ya wananchi. Okay. Be happy, be calm, enjoy your day. We have a busy day with you, but being a sportsman, we believe that you will enjoy being with us. All the details of why you are here, what is expected from you, and all the details, our president will be the one to do that. My humble request right now is to request my president come up, say a little word why you are here, and then he'll give you to continue to talk to us. We believe less than 24 hours have been here. 3-4 words. Habari, Jambo. It will be very nice to hear from you. It's Africa, Swahili is our language.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. Mr. President, thank you.
Asanteni sana wanahabari, asanteni sana wageni waalikwa wote. Kwa kipekee kabisa nitambue uwepo wa wanahabari nguli ambao wako na sisi hapa, lakini nitambue pia uwepo wa makamu wa rais wa Club Young Africans, Vice President Arafat Haji, lakini pia nitambue uwepo wa assistant coach wa Young Africans Cedric Kaze ambaye yuko hapa kwa niaba ya technical bench ya Young Africans. Lakini pia it's our honor to have to me I call the top coach in Africa, the most successful coach in Africa, our own brother Pitso Mosimane. Thank you very much for being here.
Asante sana.
Ndugu wanahabari, ni furaha kwetu na Yanga kuendeleza wiki ya mwananchi. Leo tuko katika siku ya Ijumaa tukielekea siku ya kilele cha wiki ya mwananchi ambayo itakuwa kesho tarehe 6 mwezi wa 8 mwaka 2022. Ni tukio kubwa sana kwetu. Ni siku kubwa sana kwetu kwa wanayanga, lakini pia Watanzania kwa ujumla. Wote tunafahamu ukubwa wa tukio hili, lakini pia kupata bahati ya kuwa na kocha mwenye mafanikio kuliko makocha wote katika ukanda huu wa Afrika, kaka yetu Pitso Mosimane. Tumekuwa na mawasiliano na yeye kwa ajili ya kumwalika kwenye wiki ya mwananchi. And to be honest with you guys, it was very easy to get the hold of our our top coach in Africa, Pitso Mosimane. He welcomed us with open hands and he was very ready and happy to be part of this wiki ya mwananchi. Thank you very much, coach. Na hii inaonyesha jinsi gani mpira unakuwa, lakini pia inaonyesha jinsi gani coach Pitso yuko tayari kushirikiana na Waafrika wenzake katika kuendeleza michezo. Nichukue fursa hii kuwashukuru wanahabari kwa hapa. Leo tutakuwa tuna jambo dogo ambalo ni la kuelezea ujio wake Pitso katika club Young Africans, especially kwenye wiki ya mwananchi. Lakini pia tutakuwa na session ndogo na wachezaji ambao wana umri mdogo kwa ajili ya yeye pia kushiriki kwenye projects zake ambazo anazifanya, especially kwenye maendeleo ya michezo kwa watoto wadogo ambayo yanaendelea nchini kwake South Africa. Ukubwa wa kipekee kabisa ameipa wiki ya mwananchi kuwa ni sehemu ya yeye kuja kuitazama Tanzania, lakini pia kuona vivutio vya Tanzania na kuona mpira wa Tanzania jinsi gani unakuwa kila siku. Mheshimiwa Rais Mama Samia Suluhu Hassan amefungua milango ya kuitangaza Tanzania nje ya mipaka yake kupitia Royal Tour. Nasi kama Young Africans tunaamini ujio wa Pitso ni sehemu ya kutangaza mpira wa Tanzania Afrika na duniani kwa ujumla. Tunaamini hii pia ni sehemu kubwa sana ya kutangaza nchi yetu kwenye sekta ya michezo, ambayo sekta hii kwangu mimi ni sekta inayokuwa kwa haraka sana na ni sekta ambayo itakwenda kuokoa vizazi vya watu ambao walikuwa hawana opportunities kwenye maeneo mengine na kupata ajira kama ilivyokuwa hivi sasa. Nichukue fursa hii kumkaribisha coach Pitso aweze kuzungumza na wanahabari, na ni waambie tu atakuwa hapa na sisi siku ya leo kwa ukamilifu wake, lakini atakuwa nasi kesho katika mchezo katika siku ya kilele cha wiki ya mwananchi ambapo tutacheza na klabu ya Vipers kutoka Uganda, na siku ya Jumapili atapata nafasi ya kutembelea maeneo kadhaa ya klabu ya Young Africans, na mwisho wa yote tutamruhusu siku ya Jumatatu kurejea kwenye nchi yake South Africa. Coach, it's an honor for us to receive you here in the club, to receive you here in Tanzania. We are expecting that the whole world now is watching what is happening in Tanzania after you confirmed your presence in the week of Mwananchi. I am 100% sure that everyone in South Africa is following up what is happening in Tanzania. And for us, I mean, it shows that you are in a position of helping other Africans in the continent to develop their footballs, to develop their platforms in football, and also to open up a door of other people to be engaged in football in Africa especially. Let me take this opportunity to give you a platform to speak to the media and the whole of the country. There's a number of media guys here, including Azam, who are main partner in the media, and very fortunate Azam is covering the rest of the country, and we will have a chance to speak to the rest of Tanzania, and some of the medias here, they're covering also part of the world, and they're also following up on the other social medias and other media platforms. Please, welcome to Tanzania and welcome to Young Africans. Ajikaa hapa? Yes, yes.
Must sit here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Humble. Asante sana President.
Thank you.
Yeah, I belong to the continent. I'm an African son. I'm very thankful for the invite from the President and the team Yanga to bring me over here to come experience Tanzania in a different way. But I must also thank the important dignitaries here, the VP, the media, you guys, the whole staff, and your guest, President from Uganda, our friends, and everybody addressed, and all the protocols respected. It's an honor for me to be part of the wiki Mwananchi. It's an honor, to be honest. It's a good opportunity because for the last 21 years I've been heavily involved in football every day, every week, you know. So now I found the month free, and how nice and honorable it is to be invited in Tanzania. Thank you, President. I've always been in Tanzania. I think it's the fourth time or third time I've been in Tanzania. But I've come here in different roles. 3 times I came here for football, and all I've been doing is the airport, the hotel, this training pitch, and the stadium. So now I'm coming to see Tanzania different. Of course, I've been in Tanzania. I was here last year with my family, but we were in Zanzibar, and then I had to bring them over. I was telling the president I had to bring them over to the mainland so that they must experience Tanzania in a different way. Because when we're in Zanzibar, we're having fun a lot. It's all about the beach and the ocean. But when you come to the mainland, you learn about the culture, the history of Tanzania. And I brought my family here, and we even went to the museum. We were sharing the message with the president, so that you come here and you know where we are. Because I'm from South Africa, and Tanzania has been big brothers to us. You know politically that most of the South African politicians who really gave us an opportunity to have a free South Africa were based here. And when I got this invite to be here, it's not all about football. It's about also respecting the land that has given us an opportunity in South Africa to have the freedom that we have. And Tanzania played a very big role. So it's not all about football, life first and then the football after. So I want to thank everybody here for being around and coming to listen to us. Well, for me, the most important thing is the week of Mwananchi, to experience it differently, to share the space with the younger in a different way, where we touch important things. I've been briefed about the things that we're gonna do today, and I think first of all is you guys here, and then I see the little boys kicking the ball around. So there's a lot of social responsibility that Yanga is doing. It's not all about football. It's about showing that they care. You know, I'm happy to be part of that program, not only the program of going to the match.
So I've been informed, yeah. No, you can use two of them.
Two of
this
them.
is for the TV.
Okay, good. Yeah, and of course, the main thing, the game, I think we all want to see what happens, but I've just congratulated the coach here, assistant coach, for unbelievable season that they had. They won the treble. If I'm not mistaken, I hope my facts are right, but I know that they won the league. I know they won the cup also. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, and
The
the charity, yes. So it's a treble. I was telling the coach, I said, in my life I won the treble 3 times. I remember the first treble I won with my former team, Mamelodi Sundowns. It had the Super Africa Super Cup, it had the Champions League, and it had the league. So after that, Mr. Coach, after that I was under pressure, because what else do you have to do? You have raised the standards very high and high expectations, you know. And you can always do better, because if you don't do better, then it means you haven't improved. So it's a very, very difficult situation to be put on as a coach. But why not? Let's push the boundaries. Let's get whatever we can get to win and bring the spirit of Yanga and bring them back. I think some of you, the journalists who are really following the game, I was surprised to see the turn up from the airport and the streets of the celebrations of the supporters of Yanga. Was unbelievable. I had to retweet about it. If you remember, I don't know when was it, to say this is the spirit of football, this is how you celebrate success and victories, and was unbelievable for the world to know, you know, because I know there's a big rivalry here in the country in terms of football, but there's a rivalry everywhere in the world. I come from a team, one of the biggest teams, I think the biggest team, you will all know that, in the continent. And you know the rivalry between Al Ahly and Zamalek I've been in those games about 6 times, and it has been so big that you ask yourself, how big can it be? And also the rivalry of going to Esperance, Tunis, and go there and win. The rivalry of going to Morocco in Wydad and we go there and win. You know, and the rivalry of going to Algeria where you face Satif, you face USMA, you face all these big clubs, and you go there and win. You go to Raja and you go there and succeed. So I've been blessed to have traveled all these spaces in my life, and yes, thanks God that the little bit of achievements we have achieved, we can never be boastful of, but we need to be grateful of what football has given us and given me as an African child, because most of the time Africa is led by Europeans, and it's always good to when the Africans win. I think you won with an African coach, if I'm not mistaken. Tunisian is African, you know. So Africa must look after Africa, and we have a lot of talent and potential in Africa. We need to believe in Africa, because most of the time we believe we don't have. But yeah, I've won most of the titles in Africa, and I'm African, you know. And I was the first African, I can say sub-Saharan also, African coach since 1904, of the establishment of Al Ahly, that I've stepped in that role. And for the last 2 years, I think we've got everything that Al Ahly hasn't achieved in the last 6-7 years. We went to the 2 World Cups. We beat Palmeiras, the strongest team from South America, CONMEBOL, that represents Argentina, Brazil. I think you know all the big players who are coming from there. And we went to Asia. We played Al Hilal, the champions of Asia. We managed to beat them. We beat the champions of Central American continent, which is represented by Mexico. We managed to do that, but I've always been stopped by the champions of Europe. You know, I lost to Bayern Munich. I think you saw it, 2-0 and all that. That's the last step that I would have really loved to do in my inter-club career, go to the final of the World Cup. But the rest we have managed to achieve. The Champions League, we've been, for the last 5 Champions League, we've been there for 4 times, and we've won it 3 times. So it's really a blessing for an African coach to do that. We got 2 bronze medals, we brought the 2 more medals for Africa in the World Cup, the 3rd best team in the world. We have achieved all those things, and we don't want to talk about the leagues and the Champions League. You have the whole history about it. So it's really an honor and a pleasure for me to be part of this team, the history of this team. It's a big team. Yanga is not only a big team in Tanzania, we all know it, in Africa. And now they're stepping into CAF, and I know the really tough stories about CAF. And each coach, just win at home, you should be okay. You know, that's the recipe. Win at home, and somewhere, somehow, outside, if you're in a group, if you can get 2 draws, that's it. You got 9 points for home, you got 2 draws away, 11, you're through. Okay, so you don't have to win everything. The president will forgive you if you lose the other 2 games. You know. Yes, that's the recipe. So I've been in that space for the last 12 years, and I know how difficult it is, but I just want to say thank you everybody for being here, for us to listen to me, and obviously we should not take away the week of Mwananchi. That's why we are here. And the other things that the president was speaking that I'm doing, I can talk about them later, but I want to respect the space first about the week of Mwananchi. So probably with few channels who wants to know what I'm doing now, because now I'm on special leave. I have decided to terminate my contract with Al Ahly. I had 2-year contract. We extended after we winning all those things, but I felt that with achievements that we have done in the last 2 years and missing home, and also taking a break, because 21 years into this thing is not a child's play every time. And you must know, in my space, from Mamelodi Sundowns to where I am with Al Ahly, it's been really 12 years of playing a game every third day. Just imagine, every 3 days you have a football game, and then you travel also. It has been too much for me. It has been too hectic. Nice for me to leave Al Ahly. They are not happy that I left. But I said, inshallah, we meet again. So I had to take a break, and this is how I'm spending my break. Thank you, President.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pitso. Nadhani sihitaji kutafsiri, sivyo jamani? Tuko tayari kuuliza maswali. Tuliomba kwa kikao hiki tujikite ndani ya yale ambayo amezungumza. So I'm requesting the journalists to remain within the brief speech that you've had, remarks that you've made, and since we might have a chance to continue later to discuss more about the wiki ya mwananchi that you've come to attend, we'll proceed with that as well. Kwa karibuni sana, naomba nichukue maswali yenu tafadhali, naomba nitambulishe. Na
just to go to the...
ulize swali lako.
They want to ask me questions?
Yeah.
Can you just...
Yeah. So, you can just go, we will keep the records.
Okay. Good morning, Coach.
They will address you. Just give me excuse for a minute. I'm back in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Naomba dakika moja kidogo tupate break, lakini jamani, tunapeleka haya mambo kwa Watanzania, si ndio? Sisi weledi tunaweza tukawaelewa wamesema nini. Kama mtajali, naomba tumeelekea. Hii mara yake 4 kuja nchini. Alikuwa anakuja mpaka makocha wa timu, lakini hakupata nafasi ya kuiona Tanzania vizuri. Bwana alikuwa anafikia uwanja wa ndege hotelini na hatimaye anafika uwanjani nyumbani kwa ajili ya mashindano. Amewahi kutembelea kwa mara 4 Zanzibar visiwani, ambapo alifurahia mandhari yote kule, ni mambo ya beach na kadhalika, fukwe. Lakini pia alipotembelea hapa bara, jambo la msingi ambalo amefurahia sana ni kutembelea makumbusho ya taifa na kuona historia ya wakombozi wa bara la Afrika. Ameheshimu na ametupongeza kwa ushiriki wetu katika kulikomboa bara hili, na hayo mambo alikuja akayaona hapa na kuelewa jinsi viongozi wa nchi mbalimbali walivyokuwa wanaweka makambi yao hapa na kuweza kurejea nyumbani kwenda kukomboa nchi zao. Kwa hiyo hilo amelipongeza sana na anatambua mchango huo hasa kwa nchi yake pia. Amekuwa na shauku kuiona na kushiriki wiki ya mwananchi. Kwanza kiratiba, kutakuwa kwanza kiratiba kukutana nanyi waandishi wa habari, kuweza kujieleza yeye mwenyewe furaha yake na nini anakifanya kwa hivi sasa. Pili, kafurahia kuona maendeleo ya soka ambayo yamedhihirika na vijana ambao wapo hapo uwanjani, ambao watachangamana nao baadaye katika kliniki ya kimaalum. Amesifia Yanga Sports Club kwa na kukuza soka la vijana. Pongezi pia kwa kocha kwa kushinda makombe matatu msimu uliopita, naye ni mshindi wa treble mara 3. Treble mara 3. Kwa treble ni makombe yote matatu ya msingi katika msimu, naye ameshinda mara 3 akiwa na Mamelodi Sundowns. Nadhani hili mnaweza Google kuweza kuelewa mgeni wetu rasmi kwa nini kwetu ni wa heshima sana. Tunasikia fahari sana kama Young Africans kuweza kumkaribisha na kuweza kushare experiences naye kusema kweli. Kwa hiyo hata waandishi wa habari nadhani mtupongeze kwa makofi yenu kwa kumleta Pitso mbele yenu, Pitso Jingles tafadhali. Hasa kwa kuwapa nyinyi heshima na nafasi ya kuweza kuzungumza naye. Kwa hiyo alishinda makombe hayo akiwa na Mamelodi Sundowns. Naomba tu Google historia yake vizuri tuweze kuiandika. Tafadhali waandishi wa habari tuweze kuisoma vizuri na kuweza kumtambua vizuri. Na hakika alikuwa kwenye changamoto baada ya ushindi huo kuendelea kushinda, na anatupa matumaini ya kujenga ari ya kuendelea kuwa mabingwa kwa bidii, na anasema kwamba anaona fursa yeye mwenyewe ya kushinda mara hii ya kwanza na kuendelea kuweka bidii na kuwa mabingwa. Aliona pia hamasa ya mpira aliposhuhudia maandamano ama niite parade yetu ya kombe. Anasema hivi, ujumbe wake ni muhimu sana. Ilipelekea ujumbe duniani kote kwamba mpira una hamasa kubwa sana, sio Tanzania tu au bara la Afrika, lakini aliona hii kwa dunia nzima. Ilikuwa inaangalia Tanzania na kusema, oneni jamani, hii ndio hivi ndivyo mpira au soka ambavyo inaweza kufikia watu. Kwa hiyo hilo amelipongeza sana, na yeye lilimvutia kupita kiasi, na kama kocha Mwafrika ambaye anatambulika kama kocha bora kabisa barani Afrika na duniani, yeye anaamini kwamba kwa kazi ambayo amekuwa anaifanya, alivyokuwa anatambuliwa, Waafrika wana nafasi kubwa zaidi ya kuweza kuwa na mafanikio makubwa katika ngazi mbalimbali ambapo mpaka wakaweza kutambulika duniani. Kwa hiyo anajisikia fahari, lakini bado fursa zipo kwa makocha wengine. Sehemu moja ambapo alishindwa kufika, kihistoria mnaweza mkafuatilia yale makombe ambayo alishinda, timu ambazo alishiriki nazo kama Al Ahly, na hata kustaafu amezungumzia, lakini alishindwa kuzishinda zile timu za Ulaya. Sasa anasema hiyo fursa bado ipo kwa makocha wetu wa bara la Afrika kuendelea. Na mwisho kabisa anatoa nafasi kwa waandishi sasa kuuliza maswali na kujibu kuhusu wiki ya mwananchi na kuongelea anafanya nini kwa hivi sasa. Anasema kwamba alikuwa uwanjani kila siku, mechi baada ya kila siku 3, mashindano, anasafiri. Kwa kweli imebidi apumzike, na mapumziko yake anatumia vizuri kwa kushiriki nasi wana Yanga katika wiki ya mwananchi, na sasa yuko tayari kupokea maswali yenu na maoni yenu na tujikite katika yale ambayo amezungumza. Karibu sana. So I hope I did justice to what you've said.
Oh, thank you.
But you're very distinguished and everybody, and we're now ready to engage with you.
Asante sana.
Karibu sana.
Okay, good morning, Coach. My name is Juma Ayo. I'm Tanzanian and I work with TV3, and also I'm writing as a website called the African Soccer Updates, which is around there in South Africa. So I'm very happy to see you in Tanzania, and I can say I was the first person to interview you when you left in your club, Mamelodi Sundown. So I'm very happy to see you, and sometimes I was trying to get in touch with you when you left in Al Ahly, but I think you are very busy. So you are warmly welcome in Tanzania. First of all, I don't have any question, but I want to share my content, my view, especially because I'm very happy to see you, as I said earlier, and I want to thank President of Young African, Engineer, by bringing this biggest coach in Africa, especially in our land. So congratulations, brother, and I know once he will get another job, maybe another chance to get back in our football, it is not that easy to get this man in our land. So thanks for bringing him. My view is African football is still needing you, coach. And we know, especially in developing countries, especially our country and our clubs. As you saw in social media, after Yanga being crowned in our land, you saw how people were touched with that championship. So I would like to see, after this meeting and after this your arrival in Tanzania, you can get a chance to meet with the young African coach, especially to share your idea and your experience, because now they are in a good track to international competition, especially African Champions League, and you are there and you know where to pass and what they can do, especially technically. I hope you're going to help the young African, because soon they are going to start their initial round in that competition. So you can help them to know where to pass. So that is my first point. My second one is you have academy. I heard you have academy in South Africa. I'm not sure, but I think you have, because you are dealing with the youth programs mostly. One of the program of Young African, especially upcoming days, once the president was in I can say once was in campaign, he told us that he wants Young African to have a youth program. So it will be good once you get back in South Africa, due to youth programs with your academy, you can share with the Young African to see regularly. Once you can take maybe some of youth players from Tanzania to South Africa, and you can exchange that idea. That you might help them to see how they can grow from the down or from the ground to up. So that was my concern, and I want to share with you in this morning. So thanks for being in Tanzania. You are warmly welcome, and we expect to see you again. But don't forget to help African coaches, especially Tanzanian coaches, because they are still lacking a lot of things, especially in technical issues. Thank you very much.
This is a good journalist for young Africans. Thank you. So he didn't really have any questions. Hakuwa hasa na maswali, si ndio? Umekuwa na mapendekezo, si ndio? So he's had proposals. I'll allow you to discuss those, but can we get one or two more hands? Na naomba tafadhali tujitahidi kutumia muda mfupi kama ikiwezekana tuende kwenye swali moja kwa moja.
Coach, my name is Mario Chetwa from TBC. My question is just a simple one. Coach, what other African coach should do to reach what we have achieved in Africa?
Very good question, Karim-san.
Can I have a piece of paper from you? Thank you. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Sorry, I just want to write down so that I must not forget.
What the other coach should do to reach what we have been achieved in Africa, especially African coaches?
Okay.
So I think that really reflects the first part of the first journalist question, and the second part, of course, is collaboration with young Africans. And the fourth question.
My name is Abdulaziz Awata from Pencha TV. We have been passed through your Twitter saying how you praised the Yanga parade when they win at the title of NBC Premier League. My question is, when you first received the call from the president that will be here in the week of Wananchi, what first came to your mind, comparing to that parade and comparing the vibe of Wananchi, and what do you expect to see in the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium on Saturday?
Good morning, Coach. My name is Abdul Ghafar. I would like to ask you some few questions. The first one is, how far have you pleased to witness such a big event in our continent of week Yamonanchi, which are expecting to have you tomorrow on the stadium? So I would like to know how far have you pleased with such a big event in the football of Africa. The second question is, how do you see such event can have a big impact on engaging the fans and their club?
And then we'll come back here. Ameuliza swali ambalo utaongeza wewe mwenyewe.
Good morning, Coach. My name is Freedom Richard from South Coast TV. I heard you and I took concentration on something you said. You had to do 3 days, 1 match. Now, I want to ask, would you recommend that to other coaches who seek to find your success? Would you recommend that, and do you take that as one of the things that made you come this far? Because down here we have a lot of coaches who are like complaining. They tend to, that would be I think they take it as a match. 3 3 days, 1 match, some coaches do complain. Now, would you recommend that is something to be taken to coaches who are looking for your success maybe?
Tukifanya round 2 tusikilize sasa, inawezekana akagusia maswali mengine. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so let's cover those, sir.
Asante sana. Yes, important questions and good questions, of course, and related to football. I will start with my brother there. If you can just put it on silent, maybe. I think they're calling you from home.
Someone in Twitter, I don't know. Twitter space, yeah.
Yeah, I think that our brother there was asking me about, it's not a question as he said, it was just a comment, improvement of African football and youth program. Yeah, as an African, I have realized that the continent needs support, and I'm talking about that because I come from the program. You must understand, if you see those little boys playing football, I come from that background. I don't come from any academy in Europe and all that. No, I come from exactly that boy that you see there. That has been my line of football, and I've played for Orlando Pirates, and I've played for Mamelodi Sundowns, and I've played in Greece, in Europe, and also in Belgium, and I've played also in the Middle East, one of the most successful teams in the Middle East, especially in Qatar, Al Sadd. I think you know it's the biggest club that Abedi Pele was playing, Romario was playing there. So I've been fortunate to be in those kind of spaces, and I've played for my country. I'm the first player to play and coach South Africa, my home soil, you know. So I have realized that in terms of coaching, I've realized that the continent needs support, and we have to respect the Europeans because they've led this way. They've been in this program for long, and also you must also understand they have the financial resources. The countries are stronger as a country; they can support this, and I've been fortunate that some of my coaching education, I've spent months